But you don't get a trophy for struggling. You literally don't get a trophy for struggling. People don't care what you are going through until you get through it. So if you have been going through something and you just want somebody to, you know, if you just want something to happen from you struggling and feeling like you should get rewarded because you're struggling, you have everything mixed up. You have to create the right mindset and systems to create the life that you want. Yeah, you have to create the right mindset and the right systems to create the life that you want. And a lot of times people think that by struggling and working extra hard and doing the absolute most, you're going to get what you want. You're going to receive a trophy or reward or some sort of like relief from that. But only you can stop yourself from struggling. And like I said before, nobody cares that you're struggling until you get through what you're getting through. Nobody cares about what you're going through until you have transformed out of that. Because otherwise, you're still in the position as the next person, you know? And I've been reading this book, Think and Grow Rich. And honestly, everything in this book is literally what I already studied. Um, and it's helping me realize that you can have the right mindset, you can have the belief, you can have the faith, you can have all of the things, but if you don't have the right systems, it doesn't really matter. Like, it's kind of like going into the abyss, you know? So, the question to ask is, what systems do I need to curate for myself to create the life that I want? Especially if you already have an optimistic mindset, a very positive mindset, a strong mindset, and you're still like, okay, I have a strong mindset, but I'm not getting to where I want to go. You have to create the right systems for your good mindset to flow through. Because let's say you have a really good mindset, but your systems are like, you wake up you wake up at any time of the day, you're like, your schedule is out of alignment. Hi. Yeah, so what systems you need is really dependent on what kind of life you want to create for yourself. And I love talking about getting paid to exist. um I love talking about getting paid to exist because we're in a time period right now where that is very much possible. And if you want to have that type of life, you would literally have to rewire your mindset and also create systems that flow within that. When it comes to creating an income, you don't want to build your income in a way where it's only giving you the money. You want to create a income in a way that's truly passionate to you and that is truly fulfilling to you. So the systems you may need may be through your morning routine or through what you are doing on a day-to-day basis. If you don't have things that you like, non-negotiables that you are doing on a day-to-day basis to align you to where you want to be, it doesn't matter how positive your mindset is because you're not putting yourself in the right environments to create that life, you know? And yeah, energy is very, very powerful. So a lot of times when people are not able to manifest something, it's simply because they can't keep their focus on the positive thing. They allow their mind to drift off to other things or doubts, and they start having conversations with limited beliefs. And you really have to create a strong mental environment for you to really thrive. And yeah, um, this is exactly why I created my Divine Feminine Magnetism course. Um, it's literally going to help you reset and transform your nervous system, your self concept, and your energy and your energetic body so that you can attract with ease, so that you can start to understand your feminine power and begin to attract with ease. Um, not only do I teach this knowledge, but I also use this knowledge, which are two different things. You can be very knowledgeable about something, but if you are not putting that knowledge into use, it's pointless. Like, it's literally pointless. This is why the mark of an educated person is how they use the knowledge, how they apply the knowledge. Because you could be the smartest person in the room, but if you're not applying the knowledge that you are like ingesting, then it's not going to matter. It doesn't matter how many YouTube videos you watch. It doesn't matter how much you read the Bible. It doesn't matter how much you pray. If you're not putting these things into your everyday use and how you are walking through life, then it literally doesn't matter. And my course has a lot of different practices for, like I said, your nervous system, your self concept, and your mindset, and your energetic body. And of course, like, you could find what I teach on YouTube or whatever. You could find it for free. Of course, you can find anything for free. But what makes my course very powerful is that it's coming from real experiences, and it's a literal blueprint to getting you to where you want to be, instead of just watching a bunch of random videos trying to piece everything together. It's a literal, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, gateway, portal to where you want to be. And like, you through a step-by-step process that's self-paced, because it's a course that you can go at your own pace with. But once I have found out the information that I put in my course, as far as how to actually use your feminine energy, how to rewire your brain and your mindset, and how to rewire your energy and your nervous system, it literally changed my entire life. Like, when I first started making the course, I was so freaking excited. Like, it was really coming from my heart and my passion, because when I came across all of this information and it really started enlightening me, I'm like, bro, I have to share this, especially because I'm a dancer. It just makes absolute sense to include feminine energetics and mindset work with dance, because dance is an embodiment practice. And I just love the combo. The combo is immaculate, and I can't wait to have like more feminine energy masterminds and dance classes and all of that stuff. But yeah, there was something I really wanted to say about the title, which is um what is the title? Oh, you don't get a reward for struggling. Because like, we can get in a trap to where we can get in a loop to where we feel like, because we are struggling, because we are putting in so much effort and are experiencing some sort of struggle or some sort of um like setback or resistance or whatever, that you are going to get something from that. But it's really about balancing your energy centers to create a clear portal for the things that you want to come through. And through that portal, there isn't really any struggle. There isn't any struggle. And when you find yourself struggling for something, then you should know that you are out. Yeah. So I don't know what happened. But 9 times out of 10, when you are manifesting something, when you are calling something into your life, you want to call that in with more peace, more ease, more money, more love, and whatever it is. And you don't have to struggle for things. Um, I feel like that's a big limiting belief, and it makes you go into things struggling. It makes you go into things with the energy of struggle or effort or having to work super hard or deplete yourself, in which you literally deplete yourself, and you don't want to build your success in a way that is depleting. Okay? Sometimes you have to be able to look at yourself and see, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now because of myself, not because of this thing. And how can I move into this thing with more light energy? Even when it comes to me going live and stuff like that, it's like I have to muster up the courage sometimes to go live, because I'm thinking, like, oh, it's going to be hard to flow into it, or it's going to be hard to figure out what to say and stuff like that. But honestly, all answers come through doing and not necessarily thinking. Most answers come through doing and not thinking. So when you can put yourself in the environments and in the positions that you want to be in with the most ease. Like, you literally have to normalize the life that you want. You have to normalize things being easy for you, even if they are hard, even if they're not as easy. You still have to go into things with um you have to go into things in a state of ease. I like the word state because I don't know, it just settles a lot more than like um you have to go into things with a feeling of ease. No, you have to go in things with a state of ease. That means that your mental and energetic bodies are in a state of effortlessness. And when you go into things like that, you will see that reflected within your experience. Like, we are so conditioned to feel like we have to struggle for everything. We have to deplete ourselves for things that we want. And I just do not believe that that is true, especially with all of this knowledge that I've been acquiring about feminine energy, about just energy in general, manifestation, the law of assumption, um, all of this stuff. Like, it has truly allowed me to align myself with the right energy going into things that actually feel good. And that's where the feminine energy comes in, because feminine energy is not about what you look like, it's about how you feel. It's about a feeling. It's about your senses and your sensuality. And if you are going into things feeling uneasy, feeling like you're struggling, feeling like rocky or whatever, granted, things are going to be like that sometimes, but if you are going into things that you actually love to do with that energy, you are going to diminish the experience for yourself. You have to kind of like relax. You have to definitely relax. Um, but yeah, so I've been reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and this book is very, very bomb. Um, I don't know. What do you guys want to talk about? I really want to connect more with the people who watch my channel. I am about to get off of here in a little bit, but yes. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.